Hi people, this is Q. I'm with my boy Kima. We're giving you life cycle developments, but it's all about your health. And what we're going to talk about today is people that are overweight, maybe people that are a bit chubby, or maybe you're just one of those guys, you're big and you're bulky, okay? This man's going to give you the science and the breakdowns, and if you want to break yourself down, lose a lot of weight, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm the specialist right here. So, Kima, take it away.
Basically, the whole point of training is about movement patterns. So before we want to get too big or too small, you want to be able to make sure you can do all these movement patterns. In life, we can move forwards and backwards. You can move sideways, and we've got movements that also go through us, as in getting up, sitting up. There's other movements such as rotation, up and down, but we're just going to stick to the main ones. Earlier on, we already spoke about the core. Link it back to rotation. The bigger we get, as in with weight, as in with muscle, or with age, the less flexible, the less movements we're going to have. So if I can't turn, say a car, for instance, is going to run me over. If I can't turn to see that car's coming, I might get hit now. So people don't understand how important, if you cannot bend down to touch your toes, or if you drop your key on the floor, you need to get in your house. People don't understand that it's just more than training. It's not just about, oh, we're pushing weights, or I'm doing this or doing that. You have to really think about what we're doing. Flexibility and mobility, two major aspects. Flexibility is the range around the joint. So for instance, this shoulder joint, be able to move around this joint. The less flexible I am, if I cannot move to turn, the less things I could do in life. So people have to think about functional training. And this is where training is moving to now. You see things like CrossFit. I'm not sure if people know about that. You can research that, YouTube, Google. Everything's about multi-plane. You've heard about compound exercise. So for instance, a deadlift. We'll show you these exercises later on. It's all about trying to do more than one movement at the same time. So instead of me, for instance, I'll just give you a quick demonstration. Just going into a lunge, chest really high, make sure the knee's not over the toe. Instead of me just going to a lunge, we're going to go to a lunge with a twist. So you remember I was talking about that rotation earlier? So in one movement there, instead of me making you do lunges, transverse rotation, we're saving time. And that's what the average person says they don't have. They don't have time for the gym. So if we can put everything that's really essential for the body, hence the word I said essential, not what you need, sorry, not what you want, what you need. So that's why it's really important that we move into this functional training and we just teach the average person the importance of the training, why we have to be able to move side to side, why you have to be able to walk up and down, because you need to walk up and down the road or pick up your child or so have a bath. It's a lot deeper than what people think, and we haven't even gone into the heart yet, the lungs. Like we could talk all day about why so many things are important. Smoking, what else could we say? Alcohol. There's so many things we could talk about.
Just weight on your body when you're old, I've seen that.
Pressure on joints.
Yeah, pressure of joints, I've seen
Blood
that.
pressure, that's a whole nother heart disease, you know? So we could literally be here all day. We're not gonna go into every last thing, but the last point we have on this, functional training. When we mean functional, we mean putting movement patterns together. Really important. We have to be able to twist. Your spine has to be able to go up and down. You have to be able to go side to side. There's many more joints, many more actions, but those are just a few I'm showing you. So really look into functional training, movement patterns, compound exercise, and I'm sure that will really help you out, especially for people who suffer from lower back pains, chest pains, shoulder pains, any joint pains. The more range of motion, flexibility you can get in that joint, the more mobile the body becomes, the less aches, the less pains. Going back to stretching, just easing up the body. You know, the body, people don't understand what we really do, the science behind this, what you're actually doing. We take for granted just walking down the road, just getting out of bed. There's hundreds of muscles that are working in pairs, in groups. You wouldn't even believe how deep this stuff goes on.
I can imagine. Well, that is what we call a breakdown. That's a breakdown. I suppose the last question is just for the overweight people, in whether you're slightly overweight, you're a bit chubby, whatever have you. What would be the quickest thing that you could do? Whether it be a quick training, or could it be just start with a diet and doing a little?
My advice.
What would you advise?
My advice. A lot of people, whether they're overweight or whether they think they're not fit, or you know what I mean, where we're going with this, they think just long distance jogging is the way forward, which traditionally they're right, because that is where you burn fat.
Yeah.
But there's other ways. I'm just going to introduce you to something called metabolic conditioning, HIIT training, things you're doing in shorter times. Again, leading back to that, don't have the time.
Yeah, that's the kind of training that I need.
Really short, really sharp, really explosive. Take you a third of the time. So instead of running for an hour, we do this for 20 minutes. Non-stop. There's something called an epoch effect. And that's why we're not going to go too. That's just burning calories when you're not active, when you're not exercising.
Okay.
So your heart is used to going, your metabolism system, is used to going dun, 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 dun. We're gonna go dun, 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 dun. So it's all over the place. So when you stop exercising, it hasn't calmed down, it's still over the place, you're still burning calories. So you're in actual fact, you're losing more weight, and you're not even exercising no more. You exercise for a shorter time, but it is a lot harder.
It's designed to do what it does. Okay,
and that's
I like that
the
one.
scientific research, that's not me.
Yeah.
But as we said before, you're gonna have to research yourself a little bit more. I can only give you an insight, I can only put the key in the door. Well, we can only put the key in the door. You've got to open that door. It's a lifestyle. It's not gonna come overnight.
Yeah.
You've got to dedicate yourself, discipline, determination.
Okay, well, Kima's given you another deep one there for just the whole body, the system, everything. It's been beautiful, it's been nice. I hope you're taking this all in. One of my things is that I personally want to get fit again. Well, we'll see what happens, but you cannot say that you have not learned some good things today about the body, well, we haven't got, spirit, that's a different video, but your whole body of how you need to move and function. And I'll be truthful with you, yeah, I may look kind of slim now. I made a definite thing in my mind to keep slim over the last decade. But you know what? I am not fit. So hopefully you'll see me on the camera being fit, hopefully, or at least trying. So at least
a case study.
Yeah, a case study. I'm prepared to look shame. It doesn't matter. But what it is if we can help people, that's what it's all about. So life cycle developments, you know what it is. Keep looking out for the blogs. Keep logging on. Keep subscribing. Peace.